I'm a baker girl, an entrepreneur, a mom, and also a tutor at the NIS Cakes and More. So, if I'm to talk about my journey, I'm a baker today, not because I wanted to become a baker, actually. It happened by chance. So, I was a Second World War student. Second World War means that something happened to me on campus. You know, as a young girl coming to school afresh, I never grew up with that kind of a freedom. I'm a grandma kind of a child, so I've been under that covering kind of a lifestyle. Getting the first freedom of coming to university, I felt like a bird, free. That was where I had a boyfriend. I said, "Chish, let me enjoy what this life comes with." And then, boom, I got myself pregnant in level 100. I was like, "Geez." I had to drop out of school, go home. Actually, even told me, "Why won't you abort this child?" No, I don't know. Maybe this is my lessons. God wanted to teach me to calm down. Like, I wasn't supposed to be flying everywhere. I'm supposed to be down. So I want to go through my punishment to the end. I won't want to run away from it. I want to endure. So I went through the process, dropped out of school, go home, get my baby, return to campus again. And then that was why I became a Second World War student. And then me being a Second World War student, and then this was COVID. School had to take me back to the hostel to stay in there. And you know, of course, if it was in the past, I didn't know how I was supposed to handle my life. So I made my mistake and then I came back. Learning from my mistake, I had to now come back as a calm person, come back and know that it was better why my grandma was putting me down there, because obviously it's not easy out there. But then now I have learned my lesson. I had to stay indoors. So at the hostel, one day I was walking to the Abeka market, and then I found a woman baking. Actually, it started raining, so I wanted a place to hide my head. So after the rain, I'll continue where I am going to. And then, of course, I can't go to someone's shop and tell her I want to sit down because it's raining. I entered that I wanted to buy some of her pastries, and I bought it. I was eating. It was nice. I was like, "Oh, this one is nice." So, and I'm that kind of a person. I don't know, I can just see something, it's nice, and I want everybody to know about it. So I went to the hostel, told them that I've eaten a pastry at the Zongo there, it's so nice. And then they didn't actually believe me. Nobody wanted to buy it. So I had to use my pocket money to go buy the pastries, come share it at the hostel so that they would taste. As they tasted, they liked it. So now I became like a regular member going to the woman's place in and out. She became my friend actually. So as she became my friend, now when I go there, I look for problems around her shop and see how best I could help her out. But because she didn't really know me well, I was just a customer, so she wasn't really opening up with me. And then I had to force my way into her life. So when I go and there are bowls that have not been washed, I wash it. Let me tell you this, the woman did not know I was in the university. And I wasn't even looking like such. Because I always had this short hair, like a secondary school girl and all that. It wasn't that I came to school with a short hair. Because I went through a phase of a challenging moment with pregnancy and everything, I came back reduced to 0. Because I felt like, yo, life is not the way I saw it. Let me reduce my wings and stay in my low key. So the woman actually thought I was a secondary school leaver, which I made her also, I made her believe in whatever she wanted to believe in. I wasn't ready to tell her that I was actually a university student. So I was buying in and out, and then I saw that the woman needed people to wash her bowls. So now when I go, I wash her bowls. She would try to stop me, but then I wasn't stopping. She doesn't want me to do it, but I'll still do it. At a point, she became tired of me. She was like, "Okay, if you want to be with me, you can join us." I said, "Okay." So I was in her shop, in and out, just as a help. Not that I'm there to learn, no. I went there to help, because when you go there to learn, you have to pay for tuition fee. And I did not have that capacity. I didn't have the money to pay for anything. So I was there as a help, helping her in and out, and then I started learning on the job. Of course, if you're somewhere and you are there, you will start learning. So I was learning. At a point, she realized that I was her 100% support system, like her help. So she was teaching me more than even those who were already there. And then also, you know, bakers, sometimes when it's even late in the night, that's why we have a lot of work. If it's a wedding, you have to stay in all night to bake so that you can catch up with the next day wedding. And then that is what her workers will not stay to do. So I became like somebody who will always be there, whether it's raining, it's shining, anytime I'm there. I don't have excuses. Meanwhile, I had a child at home. Sometimes I'm depressed, I'm bothered and all that, knowing the fact that I've left him for the grandma and then being here to hustle through life. But then I was keeping it in my tummy, and then I was going through life with her as if I have nothing bothering me or I have nowhere to go. So she became comfortable with me. I learned so much on the job, and then at a point I was good. When COVID was over, school resumed, I had to go to school and be working at the same time, because at the point when the woman realized that I've learned the work, I told her, okay, now I would like to work with the job I have learned from you. But because I didn't pay for the tuition, and it's handiwork. With handiwork, you have to pay so that the person will bless you to work with it. So I asked her, I don't have the money so that you bless me. What do I do so that you bless me? And she said, okay, then I'll work for her. Then I was okay, this and this and this is that it is. Like, I'm a student as well, so I'll combine both. And she said she doesn't care. All she needs is that I'll do night work, because she is a mother as well. And then when it's 4 o'clock, she wants to go home and take care of her children. And then I was a nothing at that time, so I have to stay in there and then take care of her business. So during the daytime, I go to GIJ, I go to school. In the evening, I'll come and do all night at her shop. So at a point, I wasn't even staying anywhere. I was staying in her shop, because when I close, I'll come back, I'll work till the next day. I'll go to school. And then also, along the line, I started building an online shop, because I did not have money enough to open my own shop. So when I opened the online shop, people started asking of decorated cakes. Don't forget, this woman was doing only pastries. Her kind of cakes were this Rock of Ages, not like today's fluffy cakes. And I was like, good, I want to learn how to do cake as well. Here lies the case. This woman said I'm supposed to work to pay her for the lessons I have learned. How do I do it? So then I thought of a plan. Okay, I'll go and look for a baking school that is not far from my madam's shop. So now I'll combine 3 things at a time. I'll go to my madam's shop to do nights for her. I'll go to my baking school to learn my cake class, and then I'll go to GIJ for my degree. Anybody that went to GIJ with me, if you ask me how did I go, how did I do all these 3 things at a time, any students from GIJ will tell you that Ida was never an active person in school. However, because my colleagues knew my struggles, people were helping me without me even asking for the help. They can even sometimes come to my workplace to teach me what I lost and didn't come to class to learn. So my colleagues were like a backbone support for me to be able to go through school. Because sometimes I have to go home and then check on my child. Once a while, I have to run and go see if he's okay. Because if I stay in Accra for so long, he'll be forgetting me. So I had to keep up with that kind of a life as well. So I wake up and I don't even have a place I sleep. So let's say I don't even sleep at all. Just that sometimes I'll take a nap from maybe 3 to 6 a.m., a little sleep. That's how I learned to sleep at a point. I sleep for just some few hours, like 2 to 3 hours, and I'm good. So when I'm awake, I run to GIJ. I can be in class for like just 1 or 2 sections of the lecture, and then I'll run away. I'm going straight to my cake school. From my cake school, I'm coming to my madam's shop to do my all-night work for her. So that's how I was combining it. You see that pregnancy, eh? It helped me in a way, because when I was coming to school, my mom told me, crystal clear, she will not help me in school. She doesn't have it, so I shouldn't stress myself. And I said I was school. So I went and asked how much is GIJ fees, thinking that 2,000 something they told me in that time was to pay for me throughout the 4 years. Actually, I had no idea what school actually was like, because I'm my mother's first child, and I'm not exposed to anybody. I don't go anywhere. I don't associate to anybody. So I just made a research on my own, found out the price, and I worked at the toll gate. I worked for highways before at the Afenya toll. when I was working, I was saving all the monies I was getting just so that I could enroll myself in school. So when I was leaving and I was coming, I told my mother that, oh, me that I've worked and I've paid for my fees, I won't come back home begging for any help because I know nobody will help me. So I've gone to pay for everything and I have my receipts to prove that I'm secured. If not that pregnancy that hit me in level 100, I did not even know that the fees are paid per semester and even yearly. I wasn't aware of that. So the pregnancy was like something that came in to support my fees, because here lies the case, the guy that impregnated me decided to help me with my fees because of the child. And then of course they told me if I give birth to a male child, they will take the child and then they will take care of the rest of my school fees for me. I was like, that's okay, it's a good deal, let me go through it. So with the finances and how I was paying my fees, the child was the guarantee to my fees paying. The late E.T. Mensah helped me, I think, one of the semesters before I got the child's daddy to support me with the rest of it. And then they took the child from me because it was a deal. They will collect the child away from me. I'm not supposed to tell my child that I am his mom. I am just supposed to act like a sister. And that's where my fees and stuffs will be paid. I agreed to it because at that time, I was naive, I was a child. I didn't know what it meant to have money or anything. So any kind of a thing, my grandma was okay, oh, if they will help you complete your school, just agree. And I said, okay. So then we gave them the child. They took me. That's why I came back to Second World War. And then for my baking school, how I was able to pay, when I was in my Second World War, because my child's father was paying my fees, I was a bit okay with him. And then he was supporting me small. But then when I told him that I wanted to do baking, he then ended the relationship with me that he doesn't want a woman who will be working. I was just supposed to complete my school because he met me while I was going to school. So just to make my people okay and leave the child for them, he's supporting me. So if I've changed my mind on being a housewife, then that's the end of my relationship. So he left me along the line. Then I had to depend on my online business to be able to support me in my baking school. Because for my school fees there, it's already being paid. So I was going to school because my child was my guarantee. So then for the rest of it, I was just doing my online job. I'll take the items from my madam's shop. I'll package it because, yes, my madam was not doing packaging. And I have been to the university, so I learned branding and packaging. So if my madam sells the pastry 2 cedis in her shop, I'll buy it from her and I'll go to the market and buy packaging bowls. When I get the packaging bowls, I'll pick the 2 cedis things into the bowl and sell it 100 cedis. I've added value to the product. So I was selling it higher price, but I told her about it. So she agreed that I could have my brand and work in her shop. So that was what I was doing to maintain myself here and there with the little I was getting. However, when it was time for me to leave my madam's shop, because I've worked for her and the business will surely come to an end one day. When it came to an end, I didn't have money to start a business of my own or anything. So I remained there. One day, there was this francophone guy that comes to buy. He comes there late night and he sees me. So he says, you're so hardworking. Don't you sleep? Won't you go home? Are you not scared? I was like, oh no, I mean, I don't even remember fear. In this situation, fear is the last thing on my mind. I don't know risky reason or forget, I'm not scared. So one day, when he was about to leave for his country, he came to me and told me that he wants to put in blessing on my hard work. Then he dashed me 2,000. Yes, at that time. I was so happy because that was the first day I received some big money like that for free. I was like, hey. I went to show it to my mother. I said, the guy wants to use me for juju. That's why I give this money, because nobody will dash you this money. Did he sleep with me? I said, no. Did he say? I said, no. Just like that. Then I should be ready that he's going to kill me. I said, okay, then let's wait. And as I'm here right now, the killing does not concern me like the money that they've given to me. So I collected the money and then I showed it to my madam. I told her she should help me find a container, a small shop. And he said, okay. So we started going around looking for the container, and then we finally found one. But the one we found, our money, I didn't even know that that money cannot rent like a full container like a year. So when we found one that was like a uncompleted container, bisa. So no roofing and things. And I told them, the owner of the container, I beg, this is my money. If you accept, then I can finish the container. He said, okay. Then I said, okay. I gave him the money. When I gave him the money, I thought the man would use the money to do the container uncompleted. He said, no, the money I've given him, he's not using it to complete the container for me. I was going only for my own money. I said, yes. So where will I find that money? So then I came to sit down again, back to square one to think. Then me, I've gotten half to pay container. Now the container key is with me, but it's not a place I can go and work. So I'm holding key, yet I cannot go and work. So I thought, what would I do? There was this woman that have been coming to my madam shop with this local medicine. It's a sidro, all that. If you want your manhood to be strong, you want to get tight, you want to get out. Oh, you see that if you want to go long journey, every journey you want to go, then the woman have been selling it. So every day when she come, she ask me if I have friends who want to buy. I said no. So I thought about it that this woman can be a good business partner for me, because here now I have online shop. And then also, even before the woman idea coming in, a friend came to buy something from my shop and told me that there is a youth app that is called Jodel. So he introduced me to the youth app, that this youth app is called Jodel. If I would like to join, I'll read people's stories and so I joined the youth app. When I joined the youth app, I realized that the people on that app, they are all into sex, because they are youth. You get it? Who has fire, who go long journey, who do half time, who the girl was angry and sacked from the room. So I was following the channel of their conversation. I was like, hey, these people are my audience. I've gotten business idea for this app. So then I came back to sitting down and I asked myself, God, how will I make money from this app they've shown? Because as it is app on my phone and my bundle that is taken there, me to have to collect my portion from that app. I can't make it go waste. So then I thought of the woman who have been selling the long journey. So I called the woman and told her that, Madam, I want to start business with you. And she said, okay, I can go ahead. And I said, sure. So the woman gave me some of the long journey, CC duo, the one that you can fire 2 hours, 10 hours. I said, my madam, we should say do away. Said, Skaba. It's okay. Let's go. I went to the Abake market and I bought packaging boxes because the woman is selling a polythene bag black. Obviously, me, I will not come and sell a polythene bag black. Why will I sell in polythene? So I packaged the medicine she gave me. The one she said it will do 2 hours. I write 2 hours. The one I packaged everything fine. I did branding. I put brand on it. I went back to the app, and then when I saw the people that were saying that, oh, nowadays if they fire small, no, then they will stop. They cannot go far. What is wrong with them? I say, I'm your solution. I have medicine. I can sell. I can give you. You'll be fine. Then they say, okay. So I was now selling medicine. If they come, Madam, do you have the one that will take me long? I say, I have. Come, I'll give you. So I buy the medicine from the woman 5 cedi. I'll sell it 250. Because if I come and sell it cheap price, you think it's not good. So I have 500 cedi. The medicine I bought, I bought it 10 cedi. I'll put inside the box and put branding. I'll come and sell it 550, 670. I just look for any amount. If I look at you and I look at you and say, no, you can pay. I look for the price. It's price pay how you look. So I give you price and you give me. So as simple as ABC, that was how I was. So that medicine, see, I was making money. Do you know how the business collapsed? One day, the woman gave me some medicine, and it's like yaji, the pepper they used to eat, the chichinga. When the woman gave me, I did not listen to the explanation word. The woman not knowing it's pepper. So they are supposed to eat. And I told the guy that. He should rub it. I told the guy that he should rub it. Then the guy rubbed it. But madam, the thing is paining. I said, yeah, it's paining you means that he's doing the work well. The work is happening. That's why the thing is paining you. Then the guy said, Madam, I didn't tomorrow to rub it because it is working. That is why you are seeing it like that. So that was so from that day I realized that the business was going down because I've given wrong medication. And that was not how it's supposed to be. No, that thing was pepper yaji. So he was supposed to eat it, put it on his food and eat. Me too, I told him that I should rub it. And the thing became big. I had to stop the business because of the wrong, it was actually a miscommunication. I didn't understand the instruction from the woman who was selling it. And then also because I was desperate and I was like my brain, I just wanted the money to be able to finish my shop. So I wasn't really, desperate times caused with desperate action. So I had to realize that, oh no, if I was able to make a mistake, then it's not my field. Let me change on. So at that time, I gathered something kakra. But even with the medicine, I wasn't even selling only the medicine. I was even doing counseling section. So sometimes others will come to me that they want to do counseling. The counseling, if I sit with you at 250 cedis, and with the counseling, they will come and tell me that maybe they are masturbating, it's not stopping. Then I'll ask you, what do you do and you are masturbating? So now I said their own medicine to them back. If you say you watch a woman and you are masturbating, I'll tell you, my dear, if you see the woman, close your eyes. As simple as ABC, don't go and masturbate. So that was what I was doing, just so that I could gather some money up and then this continue with my shop. So gradually, I was able to gather the money up, and then of course, when I had that wrong prescription, I lost interest in the whole business, and then I had to stop. But God being so good, I had already gotten something kakra. So I took it on, I finished my container, and then I moved in. And you know, the first Monday of my shop opening, I don't even have money to buy flour to sell, to bake the cakes at the shop. I don't have any kind of a capital, but I boldly went to open shop, and I went to sit down there, and I was just watching the cars passing, boldly. And then, as I was there, people would come in and ask me, Ida, what are you selling? I said, I'm a baker. I'm here to start baking. One day, as I opened the shop and I was sitting down there, a lady came to park a car in front of my shop. She opened the car and she brought out flour, oil, margarine. Elizabeth, she was my first student. God bless you, Elizzy. And I was like, wow, you want to do what? She said, madam, I want you to teach me how to bake. I was like, thank God, bring the things here. I collected the things. So those became my capital because I didn't have money to buy flour, oil, nothing, margarine, nothing. So the thing she bought to me was my first items I used in my shop. And she gave me a little money for her startup class payment. And I used that money to fill my gas and then started up with my work from that day. So Elizabeth money became the money I used for my business startup. And then today I'm NIS Cakes and More. Even when my business started, you know one thing, I was rather baking and I was sharing. Funny enough, my madam and friends called me Father Christmas. Everywhere that there is occasion, I'll bake and go and give to them for free to try my cakes. Meanwhile, I don't even have money that I'm even using to do that work. So I was depending on the monies my students were coming in and were bringing it to me, and I wasn't even bringing any returns. Because obviously, if I bake and I don't go and sell, I won't bring in any money to the bakery. So that was what I was doing for some time. And then that's why people don't understand why I became NIS so quickly and I was everywhere so quickly. I was doing free work and it was taking my name out there. So the next day somebody see my work like, oh, I've seen this brand before. Oh, I've seen this brand here before. And that was because I was doing charity work with my brand from the beginning. And then it's been God as well too, because most of the time as I bake and share for free, my friends from outside and stuff will see me and be like, Ida, did you go and share all of this? I'll say yes. And then before I see, they will dash me some tip in my Momo. If I cash out that money, I'm going to buy new flour. I'm going to buy this. So for some time of my business, there was nothing like cash inflow or doing business. But it got to a time I was like, nah, now it's okay. I want to be a serious businesswoman. So I was now baking and I was selling. So that's how. And then from that time too, I know where I come from. Obviously, I won't use my money anyhow. Look at the struggles from being a student, being a dishes washer to a bakery owner, coming all the way to selling medications that did not even go well for me and it flopped. Coming all the way to here, I won't misbehave with my money. So I was being keen, checking my inflows, checking what I'm purchasing, and being a young lady, I wasn't even getting anything for myself as a lady. I don't buy anything. I don't even go anywhere. You won't find me anywhere. So now, anybody that see me, like, hey, Ida, you are here. You hardly see me. I'm one person when you see, it feels like, oh, this Ida. I'm not anybody to be easily seen. I'm always in my one corner because when I'm about to even step out, I think and be like, okay, so if flour is being sold at this price, me going to this location, I'll need a top, a trouser, a dress. I'll calculate the price and I'm going to buy margarine and come and use to bake. So that was how I was behaving as a beginner till it got a time. God became God on my brand. So I'll just say that you should have a purpose and know what you want and where you are heading to. I wanted to build a brand, but in the media space because of my background in journalism. I went to GIJ and I took advantage of the fact that this was the school I attended. My friends will obviously be in the media houses and stuff. So my free gifts were not going to just any place at all that maybe some people are somewhere to work and I'll give them cake to work with. No. I target places I could get visibility. I could get audience. I could get camera to like put light on my product. Those were what I was doing. Sometimes I even go to events and just give cameramen cakes to eat. And obviously, if I give them the cake, they will just take professional shoot of my cake because I didn't have camera on my own to get some pictures. So sometimes I just go and dash them the cake just so that they will do a professional picture of my product and give it to me. And then I didn't joke with my branding and packaging. I learned it in school and I decided to input it into my business. So for you to be able to start up a business and sustain it, look at the type of business you're doing. My work goes everywhere. Food doesn't stop. So it's not like you can bake and you tell me that you are going to sell lipstick or lip gloss and want to go and sell it at maybe a place they don't need it. Look at where your product will be needed. Every media house, when I take cake there, everybody wants to eat because obviously they are not doing cakes work there. They are busy and then it will just refreshing their body. So they will need you there. You go there and you are welcomed. Look for business strategies that will help you. Study what you want to do first. I am a baker. I decided to do Father Christmas as my strategy to sell my brand early. I don't know if you want to do same, but then it will help you because sometimes one very thing you should remember, as a new beginner, people don't believe in you. You will not easily get people to accept you. You have to put in effort to get somebody accepting you. But if you wake up and be like, oh, I'm a new beginner, I want to be at my one corner, they will come. Nobody will come. Nobody will look for you. You have to sell yourself out there for them to come for you. So give yourself out there. That's why I was giving free cakes. Not because I've gotten it all or I am a rich girl. I didn't even have it. But I was baking from people's thank you to come and give so that it will give me visibility. And that's what worked for me. For NIS Cake Shop, as I said, I started with a container that was even uncompleted. But now, by the grace of God, we are located at Abeka. And then NIS is now a training center. It has always been a passion to train girls, especially orphans. So in my shop, I have so many girls there, not paying fees or anything. They are just there to learn. I just love to bring in people that need help because I sometimes remember where I've come from, my journey, and want to change people's stories. So I have free hostel facilities for them, free uniforms, everything. And if you are supposed to bring your cameras to my shop or my business center, you will get a lot of testimonies about how far I have come with these girls. I don't just leave them. I pick people and I build them. I want to build people. And that's one thing NIS has grown to be known for. Grace and hard work. I won't choose any and leave any because I put in so much effort. Anybody that knows me will tell you that even when it's late night and everybody is asleep, I'll be on the street working. Grace has taken me to places for me to work for renowned TV stations till today. I don't know which media house haven't worked with me. And then it's not because I am beautiful or I am baking the best of cakes. There are bigger brands before NIS was born. NIS is still like a baby in terms of age. It's just a big woman in terms of being known. But then Grace took me to places. I don't think that grace will fall on you if you sit down and put your hand in between your legs. Grace will always fall on you if you're out there doing hard work. Sometimes the God we all wait for is not a spirit that will descend. It's human beings. The human beings that will see you and see your tears and your hard work will be the same people that will go and look for the grace and come and put it on your head. Because if the human being don't call me, either you have an interview in this station, either you have this, either bring this cake here, either do this here. I'm not sure God has a telephone call number. So no matter what, pray for grace and be hardworking. It work in line. If the grace come and you are asleep, maybe they've called you, either the president of Ghana need a cake. Can you do it? And be like, oh, I'm asleep, oh, I don't have anything. Laziness will make you lose that opportunity. And some opportunities, when they come, it doesn't repeat itself. It's once, and you miss it, you miss it. So grace and hard work, they are sisters. They work hand in hand. You don't leave any. Best skill any entrepreneur should have. Number one is respect. It's a skill you should have. And then discipline as an entrepreneur. It's a skill you should have. Some people will lose big contracts because of disrespect. Some people see me and think I'm the most shy. Yeah, I just respect. I'm not so shy. I just respect people. So I just stay calm and you think I'm shy. No, JJ has taught me not to be shy. Yes, I'm a human. Sometimes I'm shy. Sometimes. But then, you know, when you have respect, my grandma will tell you that even when a man is talking to you, don't look into his eyes. It's disrespectful. You should look down as a woman. So respect will take you to places as an entrepreneur. Even sometimes, the people you don't even know that they will put your feet on a higher platter, that you may disrespect them. They are the people that will take you there. So you don't disrespect people. You have to, no matter what. My grandma will say, yes, her boss, it doesn't spoil work. I'm a grandma child, so all the time I have a lot of things she say. Yes, 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 sir. Every day, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's yes, sir, that have brought me here. Because I would have been pompous and say I'm an university student. I can't wash bowl for somebody who has not been to school before as a baker for her to train me. Like, I won't be here. So I feel yes, sir, is everything as a human. And discipline. When a customer say do this, please, if you are disciplined enough, you will be able to follow up and keep your customers loving you and coming back. Your discipline will always let people come. And then if your attitude is bad, that's it. So as an entrepreneur, you can start a business with billions, billions, billions. It will flop if you don't have discipline and respect. Nobody wants to give you her money and you disrespect that person. La lie. No matter what, your customer is a god. Just say yes, sir. Worship and let the person go. Collect your money. Money don't have yes, sir written on it. After all, it's your money you've collected. Hard work. As I've said that anybody that knows me, nobody mentions my name and don't remember hard work. Even my name, Ida, it means hard work. So you can see I was born to work hard. So I want to be remembered for the works I have done and my character. I put in effort in my character. I try my best to be whoever I am. Like, I try my best, no matter the situation. I remember that I want my character to ring bells for me. I want people to bear witnesses to who I am. You get it? I want, no matter what, people should say that no, Ida will not do this. And it has helped me in so many ways. There was this student, friend of mine, when we were in the university. She purchased a cake from me after school for her birthday. And then her friend actually, that she asked me to deliver the cake to, poisoned her cake. And this was a situation that should have ended me in prison or something. But then, okay, for me, she told me that I give the cake to so and so. So I called the people and said, please. They said I should give the cake to so and so. So I delivered the cake and my business was done. She had paid me and I'm done. But, you know, normally, when people finish my cake, they come back with reviews and things. Most of the time I get reviews. But then this is my friend, Aisha. And then she wasn't calling me back. She wasn't saying anything. So I went to her PM. Hello, how are you? The cake, was it not nice? Did something happen? Let me know so that maybe I'll watch my back. If you tell me, even if it's bad, I'll learn. No answer. I said, hey, did I offend this girl that much? 1 month, no answer. I said, hey, and because she wasn't answering me, I'm not even the type that will keep persuading somebody. But her silence was keeping me going back to her PM every day. I didn't mind the number of times I write. I just want to hear from her. But nothing was coming. So I became very worried. At a point, I was, okay, maybe, I don't know. God knows best. I can't please everybody. So if I have offended her and she has decided to boycott me this way, let me accept it. But then after 2 months, the girl wrote me. I said, hey, where did you go to? I've been calling you, writing you, everything. Why? And she said she was hospitalized. She nearly died. The cake was poisoned. I said, eh? Cake was? Now, me say, where I go find the poison? I don't go find out. Where will I? Which one is poison? Like the poison, the one we know in TV, or poison as in which poison? Like if they have the definition, maybe my understanding is not clear. She said she mean poison, real poison that could kill. I was like, kill? Human being dying? She said yes. I said, huh? How? How? Because I baked that cake. And first, anybody that baked the cake will be the first suspect. Because I bought the cake and nobody has cut the cake, but the cake is poisoned. So what happened? And I told her, so why am I still here and police has not come for me? She told me that when she was being rushed to the theater, she told them that Ida baked this cake, but nobody should go for her, even when I die. So it was a statement she put down before going into whatever things she went through. So when the police was involved, my name was always there that nobody should contact Ida. Nobody should contact. So it was a thing that the family was making sure that they respect, that nobody should contact Ida for the cake being poisoned. I was like, hey, who? How did you say this for me? She said, I know you, and I know you will not do it. And those words she told me lived with me till today. It meant more than gold to me. And anytime I remember her words to me, it feels everything. I tend to ask myself, if somebody is at a point of dying, and then she could mention me and exclude me out of trouble, then God preserve me and keep me, and I want to remain whoever I am. Even if I don't gain the whole world, I want to keep being me. Because somebody at a dying bed could testify for me before even seeing death, then that's a lot. So from that day, I don't know, it means, I think 3 years now, but every day, her words live with me. And I become so emotional remembering the story, but then I think let's end it here before I mess up my makeup, sorry.